This is NewsBreak26 in Southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. A highly anticipated decision from St. Andrews Council regarding the future of the Market Square and Market Wharf drew a large crowd on Monday night. For more on the Council's decision and what it means for the town's most iconic landmark, here's CHCO's Nathalie Sturgeon.
The Council for the Town of St. Andrews has voted against a low-bid tender for the Market Wharf and Market Square project. Its original cost was estimated to be around $7.9 million, but all bids came in over tender. The highest was more than $17 million and the lowest more than $9 million. A hybrid infill design was the option being considered by the Council, but in recent months had faced significant public pushback. While the project had support as well, the Council was faced with the challenge of deciding how to move forward, balancing the public's feedback and repairing the town's most iconic landmark.
To believe that a contractor can plan and mobilize for a contract of this size in 30 days is overly optimistic. I doubt if any of these companies have the equipment ready to start fully mobilizing in the next few weeks. I voted to go to tender, fully expecting the results we got. But it was the only way to bring it to a head. But now I can vote no, in knowing deep inside that I'm doing the right thing, no questions, no indecision of any type.
In early September, CHCO-TV reached out to the other two levels of government, seeking clarity on a deadline looming over the Council, which indicated the funding would expire in March 2026. The federal department confirmed it imposed no deadline on the Council apart from October 2033, outlined in the bilateral agreement, and only that it had to be substantially completed by that time. The province's Regional Development Corporation also confirmed the March 2026 deadline was incorrect, saying it was actually March 2027, and if the town provided a justifiable reason, it could extend, and that it would not lose the money.
If there was no chance to pump the brakes on this project, I would wholeheartedly support awarding the tender at this time. However, given the information that the deadline for the federal funding is not a hard deadline, I think we can hold off on awarding the tender and revisit some of the design phase. Revisit some of the design phase based on the significant public pushback.
No structural assessment has been done on the wharf since at least 2018.
We were going to do the visioning exercise for what the wharf and the town square would look like after the project was done, when we should have started with the visioning exercise. In the meantime, so that was a bit of a mistake, but in the meantime, if the wharf falls into the sea, please know that I did everything I could to quickly and efficiently rebuild the approach to the wharf with a new structure rather than trying to patchwork something we really can't afford to do in the first place.
Acting Mayor Kate Akagi said the Council always knew if the project came in over budget, it likely wouldn't move forward in its current form.
The big thing was we knew once we sent the tender out that if it was over budget, we weren't going to do it. We would have to reconfigure, which is what we're going to do. We're not letting the wharf go, as I said tonight. It's an asset for the town, for the municipality of St. Andrews, so we need it.
She said the next step is to provide a structural assessment of the wharf to determine how it is used until the project can find that balance. Nathalie Sturgeon, CHCO-TV, St. Andrews.
Thanks, Nathalie. Dozens of residents turned out last week for public consultation sessions in St. Andrews, Bayside and Shamcook on the draft municipal plan, a 10-year guide for land use, conservation and development. The province requires new plans after amalgamation to account for changes in population and geography. Planning Director Alex Henderson from the Southwest New Brunswick Service Commission led the presentations and fielded questions. Acting Mayor Kate Akagi said the turnout was encouraging.
We want to know what they expect of us, but also to hear what their concerns are.
Residents raised a wide range of issues: accessibility, Indigenous history, and the protection of Shamcook Lake, the community's drinking watershed. Former Mayor Stan Choptiani pressed for stronger consideration of climate risks.
There's nothing really in this plan that says we need to take a fresh look at how we view the threat of fire, which really climate change induced fire threats.
A final virtual consultation session is scheduled for September 17th. Meanwhile, in St. Stephen, a separate public hearing on a new zoning bylaw drew sharp reactions. Bylaw Z-4 is designed to replace a patchwork of older rules from before amalgamation, creating one consistent framework for development, housing, and resource protection across the district. Council met on September 10th at the Garceland Civic Centre to hear objections. 7 written submissions were logged and 3 residents spoke.
I don't have much faith in the bureaucrats when it comes to the knowledge and my love and the way we farm and grow vegetables.
This bill attacks your wood heat, your ability to put up your own electrical grid, your water supply, your ability to farm.
Council voted to accept the objections. The draft now heads to the Planning Review and Adjustment Committee before returning for further readings. That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and online exclusives, visit CHCO and the Courier online at CHCO.TV.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.